bringing palms together in Anjali Mudra. Rest the chin towards the chest and take a few breaths into the back of the neck. Relaxing the shoulders, dropping the elbows, observing the sensations in the back of the neck, and that oceanic hum of your breath. And gently lifting the head, we'll move into our chanting of the Anusara invocation, 3 times, completing with an Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase. Together, let's interlace our fingers and press the palms forward, stretching through the wrists, the forearms, and the shoulders. Drawing the heart space back as we separate the shoulder blades, we encourage the breath into the back of the lungs. Deep, oceanic, consistent breath in and out through the nose. Stretching gently through the upper spine. And with your next inhale, stretch the arms overhead, reach them up. Palms pressing towards the sky. Maybe the elbows are extending. We're breathing even more deeply here, opening up the armpits, stretching through the spine. And let's take the right hand to the side and fall towards it, stretching the left arm up and over. Inhale, press off of the right hand and take yourself to the other side. Dropping towards the left hand, reaching the right arm away from the right knee. Inhale up and over. Exhale to stretch. Inhale up and over. Exhale to stretch. Inhale up and over, exhale to stretch. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. As one arm is reaching up, that same knee is reaching down. The sit bone is staying heavy. We're finding our way into the hips, the low back. Inhale, arms overhead, stretching up. Exhale, drop the hands to your elbows or your forearms and take a few breaths here to kind of pull the elbows and the shoulders up to the ears as you inhale, and exhale, push the shoulders back down. Inhale, pull them up. Exhale, push them down. Inhale, pull them up. Exhale, push them down. One more time. Inhale, pull the elbows and the shoulders up. Exhale, push them down. Leave the shoulders down. Use the hands to gently nudge one elbow towards the ear and then the other, bringing the upper arm bones one at a time from side to side, getting a little stretch in the tricep muscles. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Coming back to center, drop the shoulders, rest the hands behind the head now. Open the elbows a little wider. Exhale, curl the elbows in toward one another. Gently stretching the back of the neck. Inhale, open wide. Exhale, curl it in. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Opening up those shoulders and gently stretching in the back of the neck. Moving at your own breath's pace here, in and out. Exhale, curl the elbows together. Hold this rounded position for another breath or two. Use your hands to gently pull the back of the skull away from the spine. In other words, kind of gently tractioning out the spine, pulling the crown of the head gently forward. Little different stretch in the back of the neck. And then release the arm bones, rest the elbows, the palms open. We'll start to roll the head from side to side. And a gentle, easy pendulum motion here. Inhaling ear to shoulder. Exhaling chin to chest. Inhaling ear to shoulder. Exhaling chin to chest. Continuing to move into the neck exactly as it feels natural and right to you. Continuing to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Deep oceanic breathing. Maybe the head is ready to roll and explore the back space. A full rotation might feel good to you. Relax the legs, reset them, release the knees as needed. Allow for your own body wisdom to keep guiding you here. Reversing direction in the head and neck. Rolling left ear towards left shoulder. Stretch the right fingertips away from the body, opening the right side of the neck. It might feel happy to place the left hand across the top of the head, fingertips resting towards the tip of the right ear. Reaching right fingertips down and away. Maybe it feels even better to bend the elbow and rest the hand behind the back. Honor your body wisdom. Listen to the information coming from that right shoulder. And continue to breathe deeply, occupying the right side of the neck with your breath and attention. Turning the chin towards the armpit, dropping chin towards left armpit. Left hand comes to the back of the skull. We're resetting the direction or angle of our axis to the right side of the neck. The chin is turning towards the left armpit, dropping down towards the left armpit. The left hand is to the back of the skull, and we're opening the right side of the neck still. Deep oceanic breathing here. Take your time, release the chin towards the chest, drop the arms back to the lap. Pause for a moment, lifting the chin slowly straight up. Exhaling, dropping the chin back downward. One more time, inhaling, lifting chin straight up. Exhaling, dropping chin straight down. Rolling right ear towards right shoulder. Left arm stretches away. Finding your way slowly into the left side of the neck, honoring the left shoulder. Maybe it feels better to bend the elbow and place the hand behind the back. Maybe the right hand wants to come across the top of the head, fingertips towards the tip of the left ear now. Breathing deeply here, right ear dropping, shoulders dropping away from the ears. Breathing in and out through the nose, occupying the left side of the neck with your breath and attention. Turning chin towards chest, right hand comes to the back of the skull. Breathing deeply, in and out through the nose. We're accessing the left side of the neck still, just shifting the angle of access. Chin dropping to right armpit, right hand to the back of the skull, shoulders relaxing, breathing deeply. Let the right hand rest at the back of the skull. We don't actually need to pull or tug there. We're just letting gravity do the work. Exploring the left side of the neck with your breath and attention. When it feels complete for you, releasing chin to chest. Let's take the arms behind the back, both hands, fingers reaching towards the earth. Maybe you're even interlacing the fingers and drawing palms together, extending index fingers towards the earth. The shoulder blades are coming together. We're kissing the shoulder blades behind the heart, and we're drawing them downward, down towards the tailbone, shoulders together and down. Now we're going to imagine a helium balloon pulling the crown of the head upward. That means the chin is drawing in, not up. It's the tippy top of the skull that's being pulled straight up. We're continuing to feel lengthening in the neck. The back of the neck is wide open. The shoulders are still drawing downward. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling, arms sweeping all the way out to the side. Exhaling, right arm crosses, left elbow bends. We're turning chin towards right shoulder and encouraging our breath and attention into the right shoulder and the right lung. Relax the pelvis, relax the legs. Feel free to reset the position of your legs. Honor your knees, honor your hips. Relax from the waist down. Keep the spine neutral, the shoulders relaxed. We're not twisting and bringing the right shoulder forward. If anything, we're bringing right shoulder back while extending right arm across. Left elbow is bending and resting left elbow at your side. Left elbow bends at your side. Right arm rests in left hand. Just another breath or two here. Take your time as you transition. Right elbow comes in towards the body. Left arm rests in right hand. Left arm in right hand. Right elbow at your side. Chin turns towards left shoulder. Breathing deeply here, feeling all the sensations in the left shoulder, maybe some sensations in the neck. Avoiding anything that feels like strain. We want to feel able to breathe fully and relax even more with each exhale. When it feels complete for you, releasing, let the palms rest onto your knees. Pause for a moment and just observe the sensations in the body. Continuing to follow the map of your breath. Inhale, draw the heart forward, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, draw the heart back, round the shoulders forward. So we're taking a seated cat-cow here for as long as you're feeling inclined to stay seated, and at any point that you'd like to come onto your hands and knees, feel free to do so. Inhaling, heart rolls forward. Exhaling, heart rolls back. Moving with the breath here, continuing to explore that oceanic inhale and exhale through the nose, and at the same time exploring sensations in the spine from crown to tail. Continuing to move at your own pace. You might decide to roll the torso around now. You might be ready to explore variations of movement in your cat-cow, rolling around in one direction and then the other. Moving any way, shape, or form that feels good to you. Listening to your body wisdom. Let's make our way slowly back to a neutral spine and explore a twist. If you are seated, leave the right hand at your knee, take the left arm away from the body, extending towards the left. If you are on your hands and knees, right hand stays under the right shoulder. Left arm reaches up to the sky. On an exhale, we're twisting towards the right. If you're seated, left hand comes towards right knee. Right hand is used behind you as a point of leverage from which to align the spine. If you're on hands and knees, the left hand comes under and the left ear drops towards a block perhaps, or the earth, finding your twist. So everybody's finding that just right twist for you towards the right. Left hand is coming towards the right side of the body. And we're using the right hand as a point of leverage to encourage a long spine and a more effective rotation from the waist up. Breathing deeply here. Left ear dropping. If you're on your knees, the pelvis is right over the knees. And we're continuing to explore this rotation towards the right for 3 more breaths. And right hand coming back to the right knee or the floor. We'll open the left arm away from the body again. Find a little counter twist. And return to a neutral position. A little movement in the spine here. Some gentle cat-cow motion. Releasing the spine in between our twists. When you're ready, right arm reaches away from the body. You're either on your knees or you're seated. The left hand is at the floor or at the left knee. We're taking a big breath in as we open up, and we're exhaling to twist. Drawing right arm towards the left side of the body. The left hand becomes your point of leverage to support that rotation. Make sure that if you're on your knees, the pelvis is hovering over the knees, not back towards the hips, not back towards the ankles rather. We want to make sure that those upper leg bones are straight up and down. Making sure that the right shoulder is far enough away from the knees that you have lots of space for this safe rotation of the spine. Breathing deeply here. If you're on your knees, right ear is dropping towards the earth. 3 more giant breaths here, rotating towards the left. Everything neutral from the waist down. Inhaling, right hand to the floor or the left knee. Left hand to the floor or the left knee. Right arm reaches away from the body. Right knee is rooting down, right sit bone rooting down. And once again, coming back to some cat-cow motion, gently releasing the spine. We're all going to meet up on our knees, if that's comfortable for you, in our Ustrasana, camel pose. You can take this pose seated with your hands underneath your sit bones, if that's more comfortable for you. If you're coming onto your knees, I recommend cushioning the knees with your blanket or pillow. Use your hands to direct the tailbone downward. So I'm going to be very specific here, rotating here so you can see. The pinkies are coming together and sliding down the crack, okay? And you're really using your fingers to direct the sacrum and the tailbone downward. This creates an opening in the front of the hips. So these hands aren't just here for fun. They're here actually to support a neutral and relaxed and safe position for the pelvis. Then we draw the elbows and the shoulders back, perhaps even more easily with this position of your hands. And we lift the heart and drop the chin. So in our practice of Ustrasana, we're going to avoid going back. It's not really about a back bend, rolling back here. It's really about lifting the heart straight up to the stars. Elbows and shoulders coming out of the way, heart space rising, chin dropping so that the back of the neck stays spacious. Breathing deeply here, we're focusing our attention and our breath around the heart, cultivating more prana, more vitality into the heart space. 3 more giant breaths here in Ustrasana. Inhale, coming up and over. Exhale, let's rest in a puppy pose or in a full child pose. Dropping here into whatever version of a surrender pose feels good to you. I'll recommend that your knees stay together and that you prop under your belly, under your skull as needed, maybe even behind your hips. Might want a prop. Breathing deeply here and releasing muscular tension in your child pose. Dropping the elbows, dropping the skull, dropping the pelvis. Taking 3 more breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling completely through the mouth, releasing, 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 dropping. When it feels complete for you, use your hands. Walk them forward as you tuck your toes. We're going to stretch into a downward facing dog. Let's activate those legs a little bit. Pedaling your feet now from heel to heel, allowing for the hips to shift. One hip sinks and then the other. Just gentle movement here. Keep walking your feet slowly towards your hands, very gradually coming to a standing forward fold. The knees are going to stay bent. The feet are separated. We're going to let the belly rest on our thighs, and we're going to wrap the arms around the backs of our legs. Head is heavy. Release the neck. Activate the big toes. Wiggle all your toes. Press down into the big toes especially. Inhale to find a flat back position. Press against the legs with your hands. Extend the crown of the head forward. Exhale, release back down. Inhale again, flat back position. Exhale, release back down. One more time. Inhale, flat back position. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, big toes pressing, rounding up through the spine slowly. Take your time, arms and head dangling, feet are pressing. On the exhale, roll back down through the spine, one vertebra at a time, articulating carefully. Breathing deeply, inhale to come up to standing position. Exhale to roll back downward. One more time, feeling the spine start to open up a little bit. Knees are bent. We're protecting our low back, active feet, active abdomen. Take the arms all the way out and up. Stretching tall. So here I'm going to invite you to find a little mini salutation, exhaling as you swan dive forward, wrapping arms around legs. Inhale, press away. Exhale, release down. And inhale, round it up again. Big toes pressing, knees are bent, arms and head heavy. Continue with that same salutation or follow me into some moon salutations. We'll stay up on the in-breath, and on the exhale, we'll fold forward, perhaps interlacing hands behind the back, rinsing shoulders. Inhaling, we come back up through Utkatasana. The right foot steps back. We're in a crescent lunge. On an exhale, we reach back to a downward facing dog. Inhaling, we come forward to plank. Exhaling, we bend knees and elbows, lowering to the mat. Inhaling, we find our upward facing dog or a cobra. Honor your body wisdom. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, right foot steps forward now. Left heel stays high, crescent lunge. Arms stretching up. Exhaling, we step forward, interlace, rinse the shoulders. Inhale, sweep to stand, arms overhead. One more time. Exhaling, folding forward, interlacing. Inhaling, we swing up. Pause in Utkatasana, left foot steps back. Crescent lunge, back heel is up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we come forward to plank position. Exhale, bending knees and elbows. Inhale, roll through cobra or up dog, and exhale to downward dog. Left foot steps forward, push into both feet, right heel is high, crescent lunge. Exhale, interlacing, folding forward. Inhale, sweeping to stand. Exhale, bring palms to the heart space. Pause here for a moment. Just listening to your breath, the beat of your heart. We're going to bring our hands to our hips, standing on the right foot now. We're going to take the left tippy toes to the floor, or maybe even take the left knee all the way up, finding your balance on the right foot if that feels comfortable for you. On an exhale, the right knee bends. We place the left foot back. Warrior one. Left foot behind us, warrior one. Arms are going to sweep overhead, stretching all the way up. On an exhale, we're going to swing the arms forward and down and back as our gaze switches to the right big toe. The belly button lifts towards the back of the heart, and we're in humble warrior. Inhale, swing the arms back down and up. The tailbone drops, the gaze rises, that back leg stays long. Warrior one. Let's flow back and forth now. Exhaling to humble, inhaling to warrior one. Moving at your own breath's pace, staying active in both feet, active in the abdomen. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Inhale, arms sweeping overhead. Relax the pelvis, take another breath here. Warrior one, stretch the back leg. Notice how the hips have softened with that consistent movement. When you feel complete, bring the palms to the heart and open on an inhale, warrior two. The left toes open up. We're looking past the right fingers. We're drawing the left side of the pelvis back and down. Arms are extended, gaze is past the right fingers. Pushing into the earth with both feet. Reach to the outside edge of the back foot. Inhale, right arm to the sky, reach up. The left hand is against the back leg as a point of leverage to assist that upward lift. Exhale, right leg lengthens. We slowly shift to triangle pose. Right fingertips make their way towards right leg. Pelvis reaches towards left heel. Left arm reaches to sky. Inhale, right knee bending, reversing. Peaceful warrior, right arm to the sky. Exhaling, right leg lengthening, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhaling, right knee bending. Exhaling, right leg lengthening. Go ahead and take that once or twice more, moving at your own pace, noticing how the body is slowly becoming a little bit more supple. Let's hold our triangle pose for a few breaths. Right fingertips at the right leg or on a block. Opening across your wingspan. Make sure that that top arm isn't falling behind you, straining that left shoulder. Left fingertips should be within your peripheral vision. Left palm facing the same direction as your belly button. Go ahead and bend the right knee, rest the right forearm on the right thigh, and swing the left arm down across your body and away from the left heel. Utthita Parshvottanasana. Left palm is now facing the floor. Right palm is facing up. If you turn your gaze towards the right hand, it's like you're looking in a hand mirror. Right upper arm bone and lower arm bone are at a right angle. There's space between the right thigh and your right side of the body. Big open triangle. Reach a little further with the left arm. Reach into the earth with that left heel. Take another giant breath here. Turn your gaze to the top arm. Circle that arm down across your body. Return to warrior two. Gaze is past the right fingers. Bring your hands to your hips. Rotate them like a steering wheel. As you step the left foot towards the left side of your mat, you're finding crescent lunge. Back heel is high. Back inner thigh is lifting. Tailbone is dropping. Take a breath or two here. Imagine your legs are like scissor points caught in the mat and that you're trying to close your legs together. Lots of action in those inner thighs. Draw the belly button towards the back of the heart. Lift the heart space straight up. Drop the shoulders. If it feels good to you, interlace the hands behind the back. If it feels good to you, stretch the arms overhead. Honor your body wisdom here. You might even lift the heart and let the gaze rise as the spine rolls open in crescent. Pushing into the earth with both feet. Remember that scissor image. One more big breath here. On an exhale, bring the palms to the heart. Inhale here, lift the heart a little higher. Exhale. If you can hold out a little longer, try to twist left elbow towards right knee. You might even open the arms here. Coming back. Returning to our crescent. Our hands are coming to our hips. We're pushing into the right foot and lifting the left knee. You might even be able to capture the left knee and pause for a moment, finding your balance. And then releasing. Just shake it all out. Take a moment. Whew. Roll out the hips, roll out the shoulders. Shake out the knees, the ankles. Do the hokey pokey. Let out some sound. You might need to pause for a little hydration here. I know I do. All right. Coming back to the front of your mat. Let's go ahead and transition onto the other side. Okay. Sorry, my pooch, my little puppy dog, has adjusted my cords. Make sure we're all good. Okay. So hands at our hips, we're looking forward. We're gonna stand on the left foot now. Think about helium balloon pulling the crown of your head upward, belly button towards the back of the heart. Maybe the right tippy toes are staying on the floor. Maybe you're lifting the foot off the floor and finding your balance on that left foot as it feels just right to you. When you're ready, left knee bending, right leg reaches behind. Warrior one. Push into the earth with both feet. Equal energy pressing into the earth with both feet. Let that right hip melt forward. Extend strongly through the back leg. Take the arms slowly overhead as you're ready, finding your fullest expression of warrior one here and noticing how things feel in your body. I know for me, my right hip is quite snug here. On an exhale, belly button to the spine. Draw the arms forward, down, and back. Gazes to the left big toe. On the in-breath, swinging the arms back, down and up. Tailbone dropping, gazes rising. Let's flow. Exhaling. Inhaling. Moving at your own breath's pace. Lots of action in the legs. Lots of action in the abdomen. Using the arms for balance. Send energy out through the fingers. Couple more times. Inhale, return to warrior one. Activate the feet, lengthen the back legs, soften the hips. Notice how things are feeling in the pelvis here. Maybe things are starting to feel a little bit more supple. Bring the palms to the heart space. Open to warrior two. Draw the right toes open, extend the arms, the gaze is past the left fingers. The right side of the pelvis is dropping downward, away from the right foot. So we don't want the hips to be swinging that way towards the back heel. We want the tailbone to be dropping straight down beneath the crown of the head. On an in-breath, left arm to the sky, right hand to the back leg as a point of leverage to assist that lift. Left leg lengthening as you exhale, arms extending. We'll take ourselves to triangle pose. Inhale, coming back through, warrior, reversing the warrior. Exhale, lengthening and shifting. One more time. Inhale, swinging back through. Exhale, lengthening and shifting. Tailbone towards the back heel here. Lengthen the spine, explore your Trikonasana pose, finding as much space between the left armpit and the left hip crease as possible. Right arm to the sky, right palm is facing in the same direction as your heart, your belly, your nose. Feet are pressing, inner thighs are rising, hips are swinging towards the right. Take another big breath here. When you're ready, left knee bending, forearm to left thigh, right arm swings down, across the body, and up. Fingers away from the right heel. Big long diagonal through the right side body. We're lifting away from that left forearm, and we're rolling our gaze and the heart space open towards the sky. Right arm is reaching long aside your right ear. Right palm is facing the floor. Yup. Relax the right shoulder, extend through the right arm, reach down that right leg, take another big breath here, finding Utthita Parshvottanasana, big long side angle. Go ahead and swing that arm all the way back down, returning to warrior two. And let's take our hands to our hips, rotating around to crescent lunge, coming back to crescent lunge. Back heel is high here. So we're returning to the front of that right hip, lots of sensation there. We're directing the tailbone downward. We're lifting the back heel and the back inner thigh. And you might choose to leave your hands at your hips or drop them behind your back, interlacing, or even sweeping them overhead. Taking a few more breaths here, exploring whatever feels like your fullest expression of crescent in this breath, in this body, in this moment. Feet are pressing down into the earth like scissor points stuck in the mat. We're attempting to close the scissor. Activate those inner thighs. Let the corners of your mouth rise in celebration of your strength and commitment to your self-exploration in this practice. The palms come to the heart. We inhale here and pause, or we twist right elbow towards left knee. We might even open the arms. We can come on back. And with hands at hips, we're going to come back to our standing position, bringing the right knee up. Maybe grabbing the knee and pausing for a moment. See if you can find your balance here. Release that right hip a little. Again, let's shake it out. Let it go. Move the body. Roll it out. Shake it out. March it out. Nice. Super duper work, everybody. So let's just take a very brief eagle pose before we get down on the ground. We're going to inhale our arms overhead and exhale, wrapping right elbow under left. If you'd like, you can bend your knees. You might choose to place a block between your knees to stabilize. You might also cross one knee over the right knee over the left knee, right toes resting on the floor like a kickstand, or even tucking behind the ankle. Finding any variation of eagle, Garudasana, finding your eagle view. Scooping elbows forward, drawing pelvis back. The elbows might even make their way towards the knees. The fingers might extend along with your view. Don't forget to breathe. We're squeezing everything in towards the midline here. Elbows squeezing, knees squeezing. Releasing from the pose at your pace, taking your time, stretch the arms overhead, push into the earth with your feet. Find your Utthita Tadasana here. Nice, long, strong pose. When you're feeling ready to do so, transitioning to the other side. The left elbow comes under the right. Bending the knees. The left knee might cross over the right knee if you're choosing to do so. Again, tippy toes of the left foot might rest on the floor like a kickstand, or they might curl behind the right ankle. Scoop the elbows straight forward. Squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the abdomen. Finding whatever variation of Garudasana suits you in this moment, in this breath, in this body. Take your time here, employing that bird's eye view, and when it feels complete for you, releasing. Once again, arms overhead, stretching tall. You might even take Kali Mudra or palms together overhead to complete this Utthita Tadasana experience. And slowly releasing. Let's once again just kind of take a moment to shake it out. Let the body release as it needs to. Fantastic. We're going to make our way right onto the mat and into open heart lotus pose. So this is where I'm going to invite you to employ some more props. Take yourself into a position where you have a support under your spine. I will adjust and model. So I happen to have a zafu here and a bolster. You can use a rolled up blanket as your bolster. The idea here is maybe some kind of a pillow with something that is on top of it in a vertical position to support your spine. You'll release back over that support, and you'll have other props like blocks or a couple more pillows to place under your thighs or under your knees. So we support the entirety of the spine comfortably. The back is nice and supported from tail to crown. There's no falling back in the neck. The neck is aligned with the upper spine. The arms are going to fall open so that we feel a stretch, a release across the front of the shoulders. The elbows and the wrists are falling heavily. The soles of the feet are touching. So take a few moments to just keep noticing how things feel. Make subtle adjustments so that there's absolutely a full sense of being supported, being at ease, and an opportunity to relax even more with each exhale. You've done quite a bit working with the body now, and we're going to transition our attention to our energetic body. In the yogic tradition, we have five bodies, or koshas, referred to as the physical body, the energetic body, the emotional body, the witness body, and finally our bliss body. So we've been tending to the physical body. Let's bring more attention to the energetic body here. And please imagine that you have a figure 8 wave of energy flowing through you. The center point of that figure 8 is going to be right around your heart or your solar plexus, wherever it happens naturally for you. And you're going to imagine that the one loop is going around the arms and connecting overhead from hand to hand. And the other loop is going around the legs and flowing from one foot to the other. And so as you breathe here, inhale and imagine the flow of that energy rolling through one of those circles, coming back as you exhale to the center point or 0 point, and then inhaling again, flowing that, watching that energy flow through the other circle, and again exhaling back to 0 point. So as you breathe, you're envisioning this infinity wave of energy flowing around and through you. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Rest your attention at that 0 point within. Breathing in and out through the nose and resting your attention at that 0 point within your body, that space of pure potential. Very slowly let your attention flow out again to the fingers and bring some movement there. To the feet and bring some movement there. Roll the soles of the feet to the floor. Bring the knees together. Bring the right arm across your body as you roll over towards your left side. The right palm presses into the earth. We'll come to sit. And we'll bring ourselves into a forward fold of our choice. So we're rolling to our side. We're coming to sit. Our legs are going to extend forward in Paschimottanasana, or open in a straddle position, or bringing the soles of the feet together in Tirasana. So any variation of a forward melt that works for you right now. Arrange your legs exactly as your body is calling for. Support the skull with a prop underneath it, or a pillow, or a bolster. There's lots of ways that we can support ourselves as we come forward. Ideally, the skull is being supported so that the neck and the shoulders aren't working so hard. Remember that the skull is a pretty heavy part of our body. So giving yourself the support needed to encourage more surrender here. Breathing deeply into the back side of the body, in and out through the nose. Our attention is rolling towards the back of the lungs, the back of the heart, the back of the pelvis, the back of the legs, even the back of the neck. Deep oceanic breathing here, in and out through the nose. We'll take our time, slowly coming out of this forward fold. At this point, I'll invite you to come onto your back. Carefully transitioning, maybe the hands come behind the knees, the soles of the feet are flat, and you can carefully roll down. We'll draw our knees towards our chest and into happy baby. Let's continue to access the groins and the hips in a way that feels satisfying for you. You can support behind the ankles, behind the calves, behind the knees. We want to keep encouraging the shoulders away from the ears. The head can turn gently from side to side. Relax the groins a little bit more. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw, relax the forehead, the scalp. Relax, relax, relax. Deep oceanic breathing here. Consider the action in the abdomen. As you inhale, you can explore expanding the abdomen like a balloon. As you exhale, draw the belly button towards the spine, contracting strongly. Inhale, big breath into the belly and pelvis. Exhale, contract strongly. Few more breaths. Focusing on the abdomen, giving the abdominal organs a little squeeze, a little rinse. Allow the legs to extend out. Maybe one leg extends at a time. Maybe both legs extend in a big straddle. Allow for a little more exploration here on your back in working with gravity and opening the hips, releasing the groins, supporting the legs exactly as it feels good to you. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Carefully gathering the knees back in towards the chest. Let's place the soles of the feet towards the floor. Cross the arms over the body as if you're taking off your shirt. Let the hands fall with the elbows and the wrists heavy in a cactus shape overhead. Separate the feet and transition into a windshield wiper motion. The feet are separated to the side edges of the mat, and we're now exploring a nice wide range of motion in our hips. Big separation of the feet. Knees fall from side to side. In fact, on the way, they fall open and then over. Knees fall apart and then over. Deep oceanic breathing here, in and out through the nose. Nose is rolling in the opposite direction from the knees. Once again, we're observing carefully the sensations in the hips. We're noticing as we continue to roll from side to side that things become more at ease in our hips. We get a little bit more range of motion that becomes accessible. Repetition of these simple movements are super effective. And we're going to gather our knees towards our chest, sliding the arms down and underneath the knee joints. We're going to hold the right knee and drop the left leg long in Appanasana. If for some reason this feels like a little too much for that hip or low back, place a prop right underneath the left thigh. A block or pillow can go a long way to inviting more surrender there. Take a couple of breaths, maybe shift the right knee from hand to hand a few times. And when you're ready, guide the right knee across towards the left side of the mat, finding your twist, your supine twist. The right arm reaches behind you. The left hand rests on the right knee, securing it. The right toes might rest behind the left knee. Take a breath or two here. Relaxing a little bit more to gravity. Melting your way back. Knees come to chest as you exhale. Holding the left knee, releasing the right leg. Again, we pause in Appanasana, right leg dropping. We're holding the left knee. And again, we might like to move the left knee from hand to hand a few times. And then guide the left knee across for your twist. Right hand to the left knee, left toes behind the right knee, left arm reaching behind the body. Breathing deeply here. The nose is straight up towards the sky. The shoulders are dropping. The groins are relaxing. The bones are releasing to gravity. We're taking our time. And we're melting back, belly button to spine, knees to chest. We'll complete our practice here by extending the legs straight up and just shaking it out in a little brief inversion. Give the legs and the arms a little shake Invite the fluids back towards the torso for cleansing, resetting. Rotate your ankles, make fists and expand your hands a few times. Be active in your hands, your wrists. Arms are over your chest here. Shaking them up towards the sky just like your legs. And we're going to guide the knees in towards our chest. The hands fall to the top of the legs. Inhale to the back of the body. Exhale, draw nose to knees, belly button to spine, perineum in and up. See if you can do this without bringing your shoulders towards your ears. Release, let everything drop. Reset, inhale. Fill the back of the body. Exhale, seed pose squeeze once again. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze some more. Squeeze until you can't squeeze anymore. And then relax completely. Release the body into Shavasana. Drop the arms, drop the legs, let everything flop. If it feels important to you to elevate the legs or to support the knees, by all means, listen to your body wisdom. We'll fall here into our final pose of Shavasana, taking these last couple of minutes together, tapping into your own divine expression of Shiva, transitioning, transforming what no longer serves your highest and optimal well-being, and seeding that which you desire to cultivate within today. In your body, in this breath, in this moment. Maintaining an inward focus, you may decide to remain in Shavasana a little longer. Or you may be feeling ready to transition, in which case I invite you to slowly reanimate in fingers and toes. And with care, begin to gather your knees to your chest, roll to one side, and carefully come to sit. We can complete our practice by bringing palms together in Anjali Mudra, resting chin to chest and breathing again into the back of the neck, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the elbows, and acknowledging your own inner wisdom with gratitude for its guidance to this very point in time and space. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May peace be cultivated from within, emanate outward, and expand throughout the universe. Namaste.